And that's our top story tonight. Donald Trump is now emerging as the clear favorite to win the Republican nomination even before Super Tuesday. After leaving Las Vegas with a lopsided victory in the Nevada caucuses, many political experts believe now Trump is unbeatable.
In fact, some of them are already declaring Trump the winner and likely nominee. KCAL
9 political reporter Bryan shows us how Trump is savoring his own win and what his opponents still hope to do to kind of derail his nomination chances.
Yeah, and the experts are saying one of the advantages for Trump is there are still so many candidates, 5 major candidates still left in the race, so the votes are getting cut into a lot of different little pieces, and they say that's really helping him. No doubt Donald Trump is riding a wave tonight, and it's a big wave. But on the eve of the final Republican debate before Super Tuesday next week, Donald Trump is still a target for his 4 opponents and the party establishment. And the question is, will his taxes be his Achilles heel? He's only won 3 presidential contests and doesn't even have 100 pledged delegates yet. But after a landslide victory in Nevada this week and the Super Tuesday jackpot of convention delegates looming just 6 days from now, there are already whispers about the inevitability of Trump winning the Republican presidential nomination. At his first stop of the day, a private Christian university in Virginia, he talked about forgiveness.
I've got to be a good person, today, at least for the next hour. I'm sorry.
Loyola Marymount University political science professor Fernando Guerra says Trump now has Super Tuesday and history on his side.
Historically, if anybody wins 3 of these first 4 primaries, they end up going on to the nomination. If Donald Trump does as well on Super Tuesday as he's done in these past 4 contests, then it's over.
The most intense Super Tuesday battle could be in Texas, Senator Ted Cruz's home state, who already had the intensity in his voice.
We can't get this wrong. We can't be fooled by P.T. Barnum. The time for the clowns and the acrobats and the dancing bears has passed.
And 2 weeks after Super Tuesday, Senator Marco Rubio's home state, Florida, will be up for grabs.
We'll win in Florida, but now that Governor Bush is no longer in the race, him and I split up a lot of the support in Florida, so that will help us. And again, as far as going into next week, we feel great about almost every state that's on the map.
And Rubio and Cruz are not alone. The Republican establishment is also fighting to keep the nomination out of Trump's hands. The party's 2012 presidential candidate, Mitt Romney, told Fox News he has good reason to believe there's a bombshell in Donald Trump's taxes. Trump fired off a tweet saying Mitt Romney, who totally blew an election that should have been won and whose tax returns made him look like a fool, is now playing tough guy. But Trump also told CNN anchorman Anderson Cooper in a telephone interview that he hasn't decided yet whether to make his tax returns public.
But why not just get them out there?
Well, because my returns are extremely complex, and I'll make a determination at the right time. I'm in no rush to do it. Nobody's been bringing it up except for Mitt Romney, and the reason he brings it up is that he lost in the last election and lost very badly. So I don't know why he's bringing it up, but tax returns are very complicated. I have many, many companies. I have, tremendously, I have a very complex system of taxes, and frankly, I get audited every single year. But we'll make a determination over the next couple of months. It's very complicated.
Nonetheless, the experts believe the path to beating Trump is narrowing. Time is running short, and it would require Trump's opponents to work together.
Everybody but one candidate has to get out of the race. Everybody has to coalesce around that one candidate, number one. And then the other thing, Trump has to begin to stumble, which hasn't happened so far.
Now, tomorrow evening's Republican debate will be held in Houston, Texas. It could be the last chance for Donald Trump's 4 opponents to pick up some ground on him before the big Super Tuesday primary, with 12 states and nearly 600 delegates up for grabs. That's a really big night.
Yeah, Dave, how serious is the Romney remark about this bombshell in Trump's taxes?
Well, first of all, we don't know any of the details, or even if there are any details, because right now it's a secret, but it certainly raises some questions, and Trump's response that he'll decide whether to release tax returns in the next few months may be cold comfort for party officials. Trump is a developer, and he said his taxes are audited every year. I won't connect the dots for you, but it certainly raises questions. And why did this come out now? Well, tomorrow night is the showdown debate, and next week is the showdown primary night. The party's worry is Trump wins the nomination, Then the taxes become a serious issue, Jeff.
Yeah.